Hi everyone, and thank you for being my skills project. I will be discussing constructive criticism. This was an interesting topic to myself and appealing because I oftentimes take things too personally. I've also been learning to accept and give constructive criticism that it can be difficult. And recently, I was advised by my boss that I could use some improvement in accepting constructive criticism. When someone cannot accept criticism, they are not being open to changes that can help you grow, and this can be seen as a weakness. Someone who is competent in this area would be able to listen and understand. They can separate the personal from professional opinions. They're able to ask follow-up questions to understand the feedback. And they can graciously accept the feedback and thank the person that is giving it. Another thing that a competent person would be able to do is implement goals to improve skills. If you are wondering how you can improve, the first step would be to stop your initial reaction. That would be mindful of your body language when somebody is providing you feedback. You want to remember that there's always benefits from receiving feedback. And you want to listen for understanding. You want to listen to the person speaking without interrupting, be able to repeat what you have heard, and ask for clarification if you need it. You want to say thank you and sincerely mean it. You can ask questions to deconstruct the feedback. For example, you can ask for times of when that behavior was displayed, and you can own feedback that is given by accepting that, yes, this does happen and I understand that. You can also, you want to make sure you understand, is this a one-time mistake or is this repeating? And you want to make sure and solicit solutions by asking what can be done to help change this. If the situation is large enough, you may need to request time to follow up. This will allow you to gather questions. This will allow the person providing the feedback to maybe look a little deeper and get a little bit more information to help you grow. This information was found on the website The Muse and in an article that is titled Taking Constructive Criticism Like a Champ by Nicole Lindsay. Another exercise that may be useful to somebody who is wanting to improve their skills is to start by asking yourself what part of this criticism is useful. You can determine the opinion versus the items that you can take action to improve on. You want to take this information and write them down in your own words. Once you have done that, you can then take that information and put them into goals that you can implement in your life. This exercise was noted in the Ask Lifehacker article titled, How Can I Learn to Take Criticism Without Taking It Personally? During the interview with my boss, Rebecca, she shared with me that she is able to separate the personal from professional opinions, and she knows that there is always someone who has been put in your life to teach you something. She's humbled to accept that she does still need improvement in some areas. Part of what made her who she is today with accepting criticism graciously is that her grandmother was very critical. At such a young age, she did not realize that her grandma wasn't trying to be mean. She was just trying to help her improve her own skills. She asks herself often, am I okay with being whatever it is that this person has said that I am? And if she is not okay with it and she doesn't agree, then she will do what she can to change this. She may ask for support from friends or family to get feedback regarding the initial feedback she was provided and see if this is really something that they also think that she should work on. When asked if she had any advice for somebody who was struggling with accepting constructive criticism, Rebecca advised to cut yourself some slack. Nobody's perfect. Being perfect is very difficult and can cause lots of problems, including anxiety, which I also deal with. That advice really hit home for me because it can be hard to cut yourself some slack when you want to make sure you're doing everything right. I also asked if she felt like giving or accepting constructive criticism was harder. When asked this, she definitely said that giving the criticism was more difficult because you cannot gauge how the person who is receiving the criticism is going to take it. This should matter to you and all of our peers because if you can learn how to graciously accept constructive criticism, this can help you grow in your professional and personal relationships. You can have a better understanding of those around you as well as yourself. This will also allow you to take action to improve your own skills. A few of my big takeaways is definitely not taking this personally. Constructive criticism is meant to be helpful and it's not meant to be cruel. Being aware of your body language while receiving feedback is very, very important. I think that when I receive criticism, a lot of it is shown with my body language that it's hurtful, and it kind of gets to me because I like to do everything right. So working on that is definitely going to be huge. Thank you for taking the time to review my project, and I hope you have a great day.